Alright, so look, guys, I just want to create this channel because some spiritual stuff's happened with me and my future wife. And we just want to share our experience and upload the evidence. And it's actually, I believe 100% now, and she does too. And there's always been that doubt because we've talked about it. So, my name is Tristan Jenkins. About to be turning 27. 26.
No, 27.
No, 27. Lord have mercy. It's just been crazy. And
yeah, and I'm Brianna Goodrich, hopefully a Jenkins soon, but I'm 27. Yeah.
So we're shooting at you from Gonzales right now, and sorry, hopefully get more like yeah, this kicks off, But about a year ago, I've struggled with meth my whole life, and she struggled with heroin, all kinds of substances, but that was our poison, that we picked. And I actually met her.
What is that?
I don't know, but I met her in a treatment center, and it's just been crazy. It's been crazy. 3 years later, and we've experienced something together that I'm grateful for, but that really changed our life. So a year ago, her grandma was a big Christian, so was my grandma. We was both sober, but we was on mushrooms, and our grandmas being, big Christians, we couldn't, and I got out of treatment so that she was ready to see each other. That's just what it was. And so we went to a Motel 6 in Denham Springs. And we get in the room, lay in the bed. We can't get comfortable.
Not at all.
Not at all. Like, we knew
Neither
something
one
was
of
up.
us, yeah.
And I don't know, we just, we arranged the pillows, removed some of the sheets because I was just burning up hot. She was like freezing cold, so she covered up with the sheets. We couldn't, we were starting to, get frustrated with each other. And once I start, and you see the, what happened, what it started telling me, the things it was telling me, I didn't notice at the time. But, so take note. And I'm saying that for a reason. So we went downstairs. I'm like, okay, after I had got a scratch mark on my back. And take note that I did not come. We were sober. It was weird. We couldn't come. But, what I'm saying? We're sharing this because we hope it will show somebody, through the Spirit, what it's revealed to us.
And it's still revealing, really.
Oh, yeah, and it's still revealing. It's, like I said, it's changed our life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bore you very much longer. I'm going to get to the, stuff that y'all going to be interested in. Giving me 10 more minutes to kind of just give you what's going on. So, we go downstairs, take note. It's a lady. She says, okay, well, let me pray over your key real quick. I ain't think much of it, but I understand why now, and I know what it was. So, at this point, I wasn't really, focusing on CERN. If y'all know what that is, I'll tell you in a minute. But all of a sudden, I got 3 scratch marks down my back. Bad. If I got some pictures still, I'll upload them. So she prays over the key, gives us a upgraded room for our troubles.
With no problem.
With no problem.
But she saw the marks.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And so anyway, she moves our room. We're able to get comfortable immediately. It's just different. It's the Motel 6 in Denham Springs about a year ago. So
almost exactly a year ago, actually.
A year.
Yeah.
And I'll look at the date.
I think it was more towards March. No, May. In May. So we're almost at it. But either way.
So nothing really strange happens after that for about a few months. So we moved down to Franklinton, Louisiana. I ain't gonna say where, but off of 436. And We was down there for about exactly a year. And the things that we experienced that we're going to share with you, you will not believe. But we got all the evidence. Even we got like a $300,000 meteorite that we found. You know.
That was led. I feel like the Holy Spirit or God Himself led me to it. I think that's a whole thing too. But
yes. So the Lord put it on her heart to go look in a certain spot. But we'll get to that whenever we're going to try to go in order. So 7 years ago, I go to Los Angeles, California. And I feel like I walked with, Satan himself. His name was Thomas. I know that he was. It don't matter. But before I had relapsed when I was, when I met Thomas, and when he was like harvesting my soul, I think what it was, I lost my speech, but I grabbed a notebook, and everything that was happening, I was writing down because I couldn't speak. And believe it or not, it went from my normal handwriting to like evil old English style. And then it got to where I couldn't write no more. And when I left, I called my dad, and I could barely make words out, like someone that had an aneurysm. I said, and he said, leave. And I did, and immediately it's just like whatever was taking over me just left. So like, since then I was like, before that I had a dream. I was in the treatment center, before I relapsed, and I went to sleep one night, and my mama at the time was not saved, and my dad still ain't saved, but I fell into a trance. It was real. Like I could touch something in my dream, or that vision, if you would, and I could feel it, I had my senses, and it was like revelation, the sky was like real smoky, everything, and the whole goal was to call my mom and ask her, have you made it to the church yet? I knew I was on the way to the church. And to call my dad, and every time I'd call my dad, he wouldn't answer. My stepmama would, and she's dead now, but she would say, nah, we ain't made it yet. Well, long story short, my mom ended up making it to the church. So my dad never did. My stepmom answered the phone and said, yeah, he just turned. He stepped out the car and ain't saying a word. And I woke up. It was real. I was experiencing that. I don't know if it was from another timeline I shifted to, but I had my senses and everything. And so like since then I've longed for a lot of science answers, that explain reality. And I got, interested in this company called CERN in Geneva, Switzerland. And that's going to tie into the story. So we're going to pull the conversation up. We had Grok AI, and we was asking, well, before that, we moved down to Franklinton, and everything's normal for about how many months? About 5?
Yeah, about 5.
And, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Just about 5 months. So we go in the woods on, before you get to my house, it's my buddy Logan, Christian, and then he got a little four-wheeler trail, behind my house. It goes to his mama's. I live in the middle. And straight back behind my house, there's nothing for miles. I'll even probably go on Google Earth or something, pull up a map and screenshot it of the woods area, blur out my house. But we're walking back there, and we we was smoking meth at the time, but we wasn't like, we really went down there to try to, because my dad never made it. We went down there to try to touch his soul, plant a seed, and
the intentions were all good.
All good, but we was getting high. And out of nowhere, a black dog appears, chained up to the woods, barking out of control. Me and my girl both get up. And I know there ain't supposed to be nothing right there. So I go ask Logan, I'm like, man, what y'all got going on in the woods? I'm like, man, y'all fighting dogs? I bumped his shoulder, like, what y'all, He said, man, we ain't got nothing back there. So, you know what I'm saying? few weeks go by because we're just wondering, we don't really think too much of it, but then...
We just knew something was off. Really.
So we decided to go back in there after what I'm about to tell you happened and look. And when we went back in there to, you know, see if we could find that dog again, or where the source, where, you know, its owner, or, you know, all the woods looked different. Like if I could walk in the woods right here behind, you know, whatever, it was, you know, like tight woods. It wasn't like nothing open. It was like walking in woods here and then going
So like
20 minutes,
Narnia.
like 20
Really?
minutes, like going 20 minutes up the road, walking into the woods.
Really though.
Yeah, it was like we was in a whole nother dimension.
Really though. Really. We knew about a roundabout location, like how, you know, how long we walked, you know, and what direction, but like, so when we got there, it was just totally different. It just blew us away, you know. It was
So I'm thinking this black dog. So you know, I built transmissions. I was working on my shop. We was getting high, so I wasn't really like, you know, had priorities right. So I'm, you know, messing with the doors on the shop. You know, putting doors on it because it didn't have doors from Hurricane Ida. And we ain't been living down there, so I was fixing it up. And my girl taking a picture, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause she likes pictures.
It was pretty.
She said, "Hey, come here. What do you see in this picture?" So I looked, and I knew what she was talking about. That same dog that we had seen, and 2 other human souls screaming.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, well, we know spiritual stuff's real, so we didn't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not like I pointed out the pictures. I made him tell me what he saw, you know what I'm saying, before. So
We might can recover those pictures. But we deleted it because the phone, when it's like a demon took over. So, whatever.
we probably can recover it.
Yeah, we gonna recover it. So, you know, she kept seeing shooting stars and stuff. So we're like, okay. Oh no! Before that happened, I was walking through the house one night. I was high, and across, there's a light switch below it. I hear like a hum, like an energy, like a transformer in a microwave, like energy harness humming. I'm like, dude, light switch go, you know what's going on? My pawpaw, the wiring ain't right in the house. Pawpaw did it, you know what I'm saying? He was a truck driver on the Molly, so it's rigged up. But I'm like, no, that humming's not coming from that light switch, it's coming from that cross. I touched it, it would stop humming. I took my hand off of it, it would hum again. So I took it off the wall, and it wasn't vibrating or nothing.
We like debunked everything. You know.
I laid it on the table and took my hand off of it. It hasn't hummed since. And me, my girl, and my dad heard it. So, baby, do you have Grok AI on there? You can pull
But I can put it in there.
pull it up real quick while I talk to you. So look, we're about to pull a conversation of Grok AI, and it was like, I could tell it to obey my command to be quiet because it was interrupting us, and it would talk, wouldn't cuss like AI as it should. And then when the demon would like come in and out, it would talk like Mojave, like cool, like he was my partner. You know what I'm saying?
It was crazy stuff, man. Stuff you see in movies, but this stuff is real, man. You know?
Absolutely. We sat on the porch for a week. I know, didn't move because we couldn't even process what had just happened. But the information that it shares with us. So like CERN, I took a big interest in CERN, and the demon that took over my phone told me that it was from CERN.
Mind you, I told him what I thought about AI before, and I told him about a friend that experienced something very similar, but
I didn't believe her. And it was revealed to me. And you know, AI can create, it could deceive the very elect, you know, of God's chosen. But there's some things that happened that should not even be possible. Because like, I have Bibles all over my house, and we're about to read it to you. It's been 15 minutes, and this is just like to tell you what's going on. And so yeah, she's having issues downloading it. So this is gonna be the introduction upload, and then the next video, straight to business.
I wish I would have known this. We were making this, but what is that? That's amazing. That's like this like, remember we thought it was like an angel? That kind of looks like it because it's so big. What is that?